Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
810-454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. RoboCop Rogue City is the new game that's coming out based on RoboCop, and we reviewed the trailer like a while ago, and we thought, okay, this storyline, we'll see how this can work, but they actually showed gameplay, with finger quotes, gameplay, and the city looks nice. Like, look, when you're walking around and the lighting and everything, but once it gets to the combat, it looks pretty crappy.
Right. Yeah, I don't... Also, you don't see a reticle. I don't know if that...
Yeah, there's no HUD.
Maybe they took it off for the
trailer.
The trailer, but yeah, I need one. Like, I'm sorry. I know some people say it's realistic if you don't have it. I know, but...
But that's so, like, RoboCop always had, like, his little green, like, and he'd shoot all the dudes. How does RoboCop ever miss? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you translate that to a video game
where always so...
Yeah, like, he could, like, not even looking, like, he did that. Remember that famous, like, where he looks the other way, boom, 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 and he shoots the other guy? How do you make this work where you can't lose to regular thugs? It should be impossible.
Unless you're going to have to be like, oh, in the beginning mission, he gets hurt with his reticle or something where he can't.
Oh, the first mission, like a complete badass. It's the whole Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
You're like a complete utter badass in the beginning, but then something happens, and now you're like,
Right. Oh, we have to give you a new software update.
It's messed up and it had like a virus or something in it.
Yeah, something like that, probably.
But, the actual gunplay, all the enemies are just standing still and waiting to be shot by RoboCop.
And they look pretty generic.
Yeah.
I remember the bad guys and some of the, like, just the way it felt like an old school game, but not in a good way though, like in a generic...
It feels like a game in probably circa 2005.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
the ragdoll physics was not
good. The ragdoll physics were pretty awful.
Yeah.
Like, there's a part where, like, RoboCop throws a guy, but he has no weight.
Yeah, he literally flies across the screen, like all the way to the back.
Like, he was full of helium.
Yeah.
And he, like, flew across the room. I do think it was kind of fun, but it's also kind of really stupid. Like, you knock on the door because drugs are supposed to be being sold in this little, like, arcade. And the guy's like, get out of here, copper, unless you got a warrant, you ain't coming in. Then you have to, like, go find evidence. So, like, you're walking around looking for drugs. And it just seems kind of... It seems a little stupid. It just seems a little stupid.
Especially since you're like RoboCop.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, that's what I like about the
This is my warrant. He's kicking the door.
That's that's what I liked about the end of it when he just, like, kicks open the door. Because that's what RoboCop does.
Because he already got the warrant granted.
Yeah, true.
So he had to, like, go to there was some kid nearby saying, yeah, they're selling drugs in there. And that was enough for him to get the warrant to go in.
Right.
Which is, it's nice, but it's also kind of stupid.
As long as they don't turn it into, like, the Metroid thing where Samus had to wait for permission to use, like, the heat thing in pursuit. I don't want that for RoboCop. I don't want to be like, I gotta wait till my supervisor tells me to enter this building.
I put in a request and no, I'm waiting. But I thought it was also stupid too. When you knocked on the door, you didn't see RoboCop knock on the door.
No,
it just like happens. You don't see his hand go knock. Like, it doesn't.
Right.
So there's little cheapy shortcuts. This game, it's gonna suck. It's gonna get an F.
Now, did we see a release date?
I don't remember.
Okay, so I didn't see one either, so I'm hoping maybe this is still kind of like in the beginning stages, so hopefully they can add some more polish to it before it comes out.
But the AI of, like, the enemies just standing there, like, literally all just standing around waiting to get killed.
Yeah.
You know, when you're shooting a bunch of bullets at RoboCop and the bullets are bouncing off, maybe you should just run away.
Yeah. Or
just throw your gun down and give up. And then same thing, like, when he, like, blows a dude's head off, it seems so 2005. Like, it even makes, like, the squishy kind of noise.
You know what's kind of weird about this kind of RoboCop game? I was actually hoping for people to surrender, because I feel like that would be more RoboCop.
You hit to arrest people
and stuff. Yeah, because I feel like... Because he will kill if he has to, but most of the time people do surrender. They're like,
you see RoboCop, it's over.
It's over, like, yeah.
So. But, I don't know about this. I really, really don't know anything about this. Like, I'm sure you're going to fight, like, an Ed 102 and stuff like that, but you're such a... Like, they showed him do a little dash move when he, like, punched a guy, and I'm like, just imagine RoboCop moving fast.
Right.
In your mind, just look at RoboCop's big robot body, like, going, and kind of, like, moving quickly. It seems silly in my head.
And also it was kind of weird, too. He didn't have his classic gun.
He did have his TP9, but he was using, like, an Uzi, too.
Yeah, and so I'm like... Granted, I know it's going to be a thing because in games you get multiple weapons. I want to use all the RoboCop weapons.
Yeah, I want RoboCop's gun, or I want the big sniper rifle thingy, the big 50 cal.
Yeah, I want those kind of weapons. I want to be able to fly.
Does this take place after part 3? Does he get his rocket?
Yeah, I want the rockets.
I know, might as well go all out at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
That little girl.
Even maybe a skin from the new movie that came out in 2000. More new.
Yeah, where you're like he's more like the black sleek one. Yeah. I like that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty okay.
And I feel like that's the route you need to go. Also, I'm kind of mad at too. I want more of kind of like the feel of like this. I wouldn't say like cyberpunk, but the feel of like this world is also kind of comical in its own sense with all the commercials and all the hype of craziness. Yeah. I feel like that in the trailer, maybe because it couldn't show a lot. I want that because that's part of RoboCop.
The world it reminded me more of cyberpunk than it did Detroit.
Yes,
it didn't feel like Detroit. It felt like. A city inside, like what Night City in Cyberpunk.
Yes. Right, especially Detroit 1980s.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it.
No,
I know we didn't see a lot of it, but it didn't. Really, I didn't. Detroit didn't jump out at me.
Right.
But there were arcades, so is it the 1980s?
I think it might be. Yeah. But also I know licensing. You didn't have the RoboCop theme. Yeah. I know, but.
But he did have the voice. He sounded like RoboCop. Yeah, so I don't know. All this is making me think budget game.
Budget it's not going to be charged like a budget game.
Yeah, digital only, $25. That's what this feels like. But I bet you it's going to be $70. Get the collector's edition. You get a piece of crappy plastic that you're going to sit on your shelf and fall apart in 2 years. I have no idea. I love RoboCop, but this isn't going to bring him back. Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video really helps out a lot. It gets the video spread around more people get to see the videos, and we get to make more videos for you guys. So thank you, and we appreciate every single one of you guys.